America. EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Titans trotting out there, led by Marcus Mariota. And, Charles, you're working his preseason games. You saw firsthand game 2 of the preseason. He was 9 of 10 and really looking laser-like with his accuracy.
Actually, he was 10 for 10, Brandon.
Because he threw an interception.
So he didn't miss during the entire game. And right now there's a real fire burning in Nashville because they feel great about their Titans. But I'm going to throw a little wet blanket on it. Let's not move it just too fast on him. He's a second-year quarterback who's going to be great, just not quite there yet.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
That was second down run for Murray. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
To throw is Mariota. And that is incomplete. Dexter McCluster, the intended receiver. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep for the Colts is Quan Bray.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Taking it about the 16. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts and Andrew Luck trot onto the field, and Andrew Luck's trot should be with a little more confidence. His return was good in the preseason, 8 of 8 for 71 yards.
A fantastic return for him because a lot of the discussion in the offseason was, of course, him healing up from injuries, but confidence. Would he be the same confident guy we saw early in his career? And we saw that in game 2. They need to have him out there to accomplish their goals.
His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and 10. And this offense sometimes is predicated on the ageless wonder, Frank Gore.
And he wants to be a guy with limitless carries. Frank Gore gets better and better with each carry, really batters defenses with his inside running.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. A look at the defensive starters for Tennessee.
Jarrell Casey doesn't get the attention that he deserves, but he is an absolutely terrific defensive tackle, the best player on just about any team he would play on. A nickel set shown by the Titans on 3rd down.
They can pass. Back to throw. Luck. And this is going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On is Pat McAfee to punt it away for Indianapolis. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
As the Titans settle in here for their drive, let me ask you about what they've got going with this big 2-back system in Henry and Murray.
It has been something to watch in preseason. After the first 2 games, everyone in Nashville and Tennessee was wondering, what are we going to call these guys? They have to have a nickname. I've heard Thunder has kind of been the early leader.
What do you like?
I like Slash and Bash.
Okay.
Because of Murray's ability to be the slasher, and then Henry is an outsized basher.
I like it.
Hey, when Marcus Mariota was at Oregon, throwing to the tight end wasn't much of an option, was it? That spread offense, you didn't have him on the field too much. Now, he's got one of the best in the game in Delaney Walker.
Last year, Walker led all the tight ends with 94 catches.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
Complete to right. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And now a look at the defense for the Colts.
DeQuell Jackson may not get the attention other inside linebackers get, but check his stats. Year in and year out, they may take him to the Pro Bowl.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. On 3rd down, Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Oh, what a move. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Allen's got it over the middle. Give him 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. So we've reached the end of a fairly even first quarter of play. It's a tight game here early. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this.
Satisfies.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He's got time. Try to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Naturally, we're going to say it was a poor pass, but the defensive guys say it was just a great play by them. They broke on the football, picked it off, and gave some momentum to their team.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? The quarterback gets hit.
To throw is Locke. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denoris Searcy.
Well, I'll tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. They find some open field here. He will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
He got 29 yards that time.
When I watch a run like that, I always think of DeMarco Murray, the Oklahoma version of DeMarco Murray back in college, because he could do it all. Run, catch, return game. His only problem was staying healthy. That was my worry about him coming into the league. And when he has been healthy in the NFL, he's been one of the top backs in the game.
He was healthy on that run. 65 touchdowns, by the way, setting a record while he was at Oklahoma.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Green Beckham has it over the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On first down, it's Gore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there. And the Colts are going to have a first. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with Larry Ridley for highlights and analysis of our first half of play. Well, not too many highlights yet, at least in terms of scoring plays, that is.
Yeah, but hang in there. We might get something in these last 2 minutes.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Luck. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's brought down. Give him 16 on the pickup, and that'll be good for an Indianapolis first. On 1st and 10, Luck. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Luck. Can't find anyone open. Now he'll escape to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Vinatieri now on to try the field goal for the Colts. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So after slogging through a scoreless first quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these two offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last scoring we're going to see.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down, Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. First down, Mariota. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down. Give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by the safety, Rashad Johnson.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.